everybody. Today we'll discuss about the exercise 2.2 from linear equations in one variable. So let's start the first question. If we subtract half from a number and if we multiply the result by half, you get 1 by 8. What is that number? So let us assume the number is x. According to question, they said if you subtract half from that number, that is from x, if we subtract half and if we multiply the result by half, so let us multiply this result by half and we get 1 by 8. Now what we'll do, we take the LCM. Here below is 1. 1 into LCM is nothing but 2. 1 2s are 2. 2 into x is 2x. Again 2 1s are 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Into half is equal to 1 by 8. The next line what we'll do, we will multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. That is, if we multiply any number with 1, we get the same number, that is 2x minus 1 into 1 is 2x minus 1 and 2 into 2 is nothing but 4 is equal to 1 by 8. Now in this line what we'll do the cross multiplication, that is numerator into denominator and denominator into numerator. Now 2x minus 1 into 8, that is we can write 8 into 2x minus 1 is equal to 1 into 4 is 4. 8 into 2x is 16x minus 8 into 1 is equal to 8 is equal to 4. Now 16x is the variable term, so we'll keep in the left side and the right side we'll take all the constant term, that is 4 and minus 8. When it will come to right side, it will become plus 8. So 16x is equal to 4 plus 8 is equal to 12. Now x is equal to 12. The 16 will come as a denominator here as a divide. Now we can cancel it by 4. 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16. So ultimately we get the value of x is 3 by 4. Therefore the number is 3 by 4. So here this is our answer. Now what we'll do, we'll check whether our result is correct or not without seeing the answer. So there is a method that is called testing method. Our maths is already solved here, but now we'll test whether our answer is correct or not. For that what we'll do, from this answer we'll check it again. So answer we got 3 by 4. Now let's read the question. They said if we subtract half from that number, that is half from 3 by 4. 3 by 4 minus half. And if we multiply the result by half, this result, if we multiply by half, let's see what is the result we get. 4 and 2 LCM is 4. Now 4 1s are 4, 1 3s are 3, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2 into half. So 3 minus 2 is 1 divided by 4 into half. 1 into 1 is 1, 4 2s are 8. So ultimately we can see that like the results is matching with the question, that is the said like you get the ultimate result is 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 we got, so we can say our maths is absolutely correct. So I hope you have understood this maths. Let's go forward to the next maths. The next math they said like the perimeter of a rectangular swimming pool is 154 meter. Its length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. What are the length and breadth of the rectangular swimming pool? So for better understanding what we'll do, we'll initially do a rectangular swimming pool. That is, suppose this is the swimming pool in the shape of or rectangle. They said its perimeter is 154 meter. If we take A, B, C, D as a swimming pool, so what is perimeter? Perimeter means the length of all of its border. Like if you add all the lengths of the border, we get a perimeter. So this side is the length and this sides are the breadth. Means the length of AB plus BC plus CD plus AD, they said, is equal to 154. We need to find out the length as well as breadth. So here we only know the perimeter, but neither length nor breadth we know, so we need to find it out. So let us assume the breadth of the rectangular swimming pool is equal to x. Why we have assumed breadth is equal to x? Because in the questions they have said its length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. So once you assume breadth is equal to x, according to questions we can write length is equal to 2 meter more than twice of its breadth. That is, if breadth is x, so twice of its breadth means 2x, and 2 meter more than means 2x plus 2. As they said more, so we'll add 2. Now we know perimeter of any rectangular shape is nothing but 2 into length plus breadth. Why 2 into length plus breadth? Because there is 2 length, 2 breadth. So if we calculate the perimeter, means this side plus this side plus this side plus this side. So ultimately what happened? 1 length plus 1 length, that is 2 length, 1 breadth plus 1 breadth is 2 breadth. So if we take 2 common, it comes 2 length, 2 into length plus breadth. Now here length we got 2 into 2 plus 2x. So in place of length we will put here the value of length is 2 plus 2x, and breadth as you have assumed x, and which is nothing but they said 154 meter. So let us put here 154. So this will become 154. So 2 into 2x plus x, 3x plus 2, we get 154. So if we put 3x plus 2, 154, this 2 will come as a divide. Now if we cancel 154 by 2, we get, it comes 77 times. So ultimately 3x plus 2 is equal to 77. Now next what we'll do, we'll keep the variable in the left side and constant in the right side. So 3x is a variable term, we'll keep it the left side. 77 minus, here constant term is 2. From plus, if it goes to right side, it becomes minus. So 3x is equal to 75. Ultimately x become 75 divided by 3. If we cancel it, 3 25 times or 75. So ultimately we got the value of x is 25, which is nothing but the breadth of the swimming pool. So if breadth of the swimming pool is 25, what is the length? Length is nothing but 2 plus 2x. Therefore, the length is nothing but 2 plus twice x, which you can write 2 plus 2 into 25. Now 2 into 25 is 50, 50 plus 2 is 52 meter. So the length is 52 meter and breadth is 25 meter. Therefore length is equal to 52 meter, breadth is equal to 25 meter of the swimming pool. So here it is solved. Now whether our answer is correct or not, for that our maths is already solved over here. Just for the correction, what we'll do, we'll check again with the help of testing method. So let's try it here. Here 52 we got the length and breadth we got as 25. As we have discussed, the perimeter of rectangle is nothing but 2 into length plus breadth. So let us place the value of length and breadth, where length we got 52 and breadth is 25. So 2 into 52 plus 25 is nothing but 77, which is equal to 154 meter. So ultimately, like in the question they said the perimeter should come as 154, and it almost matches. So we can say our maths is correct. Now let's go to our third maths. The third question they have said the base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter and the perimeter of the triangle is 4 and 2 by 15 centimeter. What is the length of either side of the remaining equal sides? From these questions, one thing we can understand, that is, it's an isosceles triangle. So let us first draw, just to clear our conceptions, what is an isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle is a triangle where two sides are equal. So that ABC is the isosceles triangle, where the said in the questions the base is 4 by 3. So BC is base here, which is 4 by 3, and two equal sides are nothing but AB and AC. Again the question they say that perimeter of the triangle is 4 2 by 15, which is a mixed fraction. Let us convert the mixed fraction into normal fraction. So perimeter of triangle ABC, as we discussed in the last maths, perimeter is nothing but the sum of the length of its border, that is length of AB plus BC plus AC is nothing but equal to AB plus BC plus AC. But here the value of BC in the questions they have given, they said to find out the value of remaining equal sides, that is AB and AC. So what we'll do, we'll assume, let us assume AB and AC both are equal. So let us assume both are equal to x. According to question, the perimeter they said 4 2 by 15. So AB plus BC plus AC is equal to 4 2 by 15. We can write here the value of AB is x. BC in the questions they said 4 by 3. As AB and AC both are equal, so in place of AC we'll also put x is equal to 15 4s are 60 plus 62, 60 plus 2 is 62, and denominator is same. Now x plus x, will add first the variable, x plus x is equal to 2x plus 4 by 3 is equal to 62 by 15. We'll keep the variable in the left side and all the constant will take the right side, is equal to 62 divided by 15 minus 4 by 3. Why minus 4 by 3? Because this plus sign when come to the right side it becomes minus, and if minus sign come to the right side it becomes plus. So 2x is equal to 3 and 15. If you take the LCM, it's 15. Now 15 ones are 15, 162 is 62 minus 3 5s are 15, 5 4s are 20. So 2x is equal to 15 and 62 minus 20 is equal to 42. In the next line, what we'll do, this x will remain in the left side and we'll bring the 2 as a divide in the denominator. This 2 will come here. Now 21 times are 42. We can cancel both 15 and 21 by 3. 3 5s are 15, 3 7s are 21. So ultimately we got the value of x is equal to 7 by 5, and this x is nothing but the remaining equal sides of the triangle. That is, in place of x we will write AB is equal to AC is equal to 7 by 5 centimeter. So this is our answer. Now let's do the test for this maths. To test this maths, what we'll do, we'll add all the sides of the triangle and we see whether the result comes 62 by 15 or not, which is the perimeter. So the sides are AB plus BC plus AC. In place of AB we'll put 7 by 5 and in place of AC we'll put 7 by 5, and BC value in the questions they have given 4 by 3. So in the denominator the LCM will come 5, 3, 5, LCM will come 15. 5 3 times are 15, 3 7s are 21 plus 3 5 times, 5 4s are 20, 5 3 times, 3 7s are 21. Now 21 plus 21 is 42 plus 20 it is 62. So ultimately our answers matches. So we can confirm that our answer is absolutely correct. Our next maths is very much interesting. It said the sum of two numbers is 95 and if one number exceeds the other by 15, we need to find both the numbers. From these questions we can come to know, let us take another example to understand this question first. The main problem every time is that most of the students do not understand the questions. If we can make them understand the questions, they get the conceptions very easily, they can try to attempt at least the questions for the solutions. Sum of two numbers is 95. If one number exceeds by other by 15, find the numbers. So let us assume one number is x. Suppose if we consider sum of two number is 35 and one number exceeds to other by 5. So these two number can be 15 and 20. How? 15 plus 20 is nothing but 35 and this 20 exceeds from 15 by number 5. So this way we can try this maths also. Let us assume one number is x. According to questions, other number will be, as I said, it exceeds the other number by 15, so other number will be x plus 15. And again they said that the two number sum will 95. So x plus 15, that is one number is x and other number is x plus 15. So sum of two numbers, they said it is 95, is nothing but 95. So x plus x is nothing but 2x plus 15 is equal to 95. The next line will keep the variable in the left side constant, in the right side will carry. So 2x will come 95 minus 15. This plus 15 on the right side will become minus 15. So 2x we can write 95 minus 15 is nothing but 80. X becomes 80 divided by 2. If we cancel 80 by 2, it comes as 40. Therefore x is 40. So ultimately what we got, one number is x, therefore one number is equal to 40 and other number will be x plus 15, that is 40 plus 15, which is nothing but 95. So this is our answer. Now let's check our answer. They said the sum of the two numbers is 95. So one number we got 40, other number is, sorry, it will be here 55. 40 plus 15 is 55. So other number is here 55, that is 95. So ultimately our answer matches, and we can see that 55 exceeds from 40 by 15, that is 40 plus 15 is 55. So ultimately our solution is absolutely correct.